Hey everyone, so I'm doing a makeup tutorial today after quite a while. It feels like I haven't done one in about 3 weeks. I think the last one I did was the one that I did for work. This is completely bang opposite that. This is for going out clubbing. It is very dark, very smoky. Say hello to them.
Hello.
Where have you just been?
I went to school.
She's been back in school for like the past 2 days, 3 days. Oh my god. But anyway, so yeah, she was really excited. She put on her top and everything just to come say hi to you guys. It's a very, very smoky look. It is something that I used to do when I first started wearing like dramatic looks. This is typically the look that I would wear. I'm obviously not using the same products. I'm using pretty much all Makeup Geek products, and I've just amped it up just a little bit with false lashes, and some shading is a little bit different than what I used to do because I didn't know this technique then and I wasn't very good at how I did my makeup back then. So now it's just a little bit more new and improved, I guess. Edit this video and upload it when I get back from shopping. And when I get back from shopping, I'm going to film 2 other videos. So you're not getting 1, not 2, but 3 videos today. I don't know if they will all be up today, but I'm going to try and edit and upload them all while I'm sleeping to... No, that doesn't make sense. I'll edit all of them, and then while I'm sleeping, I'll upload all 3 and see how we go by the morning. But definitely at least 1 should be up, which will be the makeup tutorial. The other 2 videos are going to be my April favorites and my some tag video. I'll pick a tag video to do. I just feel like I've really been slacking on my channel, so I'm going to try and do a little bit more today, and by a little bit more, I mean 3 videos today. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. This is probably the favorite... Oh my god, tongue-tied. This is probably the my favorite makeup tutorial that I've done on my channel before. I am obsessed with it. I love really dramatic smoky eyes and everything. So this is not something that you can wear on an everyday basis. I mean, if you can pull it off, by all means do. I'm going to wear it out shopping right now. But this is not something that you're going to wear like to work or anything like that. But this is really fun, that if you are going out clubbing and you need a new kind of fun look to do, this is very fun, very sexy and very sultry. So I hope you all enjoy it. And if you want to know exactly how to recreate this look, then keep on watching.
As always, I'm using NYX's eyeshadow base and skin tone to prime my eyelids all the way from lid to brow. This is a necessity if you're on a night out, or if you're going clubbing in case you're sweating, you don't want anything to settle into any lines, and this will just help all the eyeshadows that we use. They'll be so much more pigmented. I'm starting off with Rimmel's Scandaleyes Eye Kohl in the shade Black. I'm going to just like pretty much how you would draw an eyeliner without the wing. I'm just going to put this on my lash line. It does not have to be perfect because we're going to blend it out later, so just a line will do fine. Then I'm using Makeup Geek Creme Brulee eyeshadow on a big fluffy brush. This step never changes for me no matter what look I'm doing. This is a transition shade that is going to help all the shades blend from dark to light seamlessly. Then I'm taking a flat shader brush. It can be clean or it can have just a light shadow, but it's better if it's clean. And we're going to smudge out that black liner. It doesn't have to be smudged all the way to the crease, just so it's on the lower lash line, just smudged out so it's not as intense as when you first drew it on. This will help, again, transition the shades from dark to light. Then I'm going in with sticky tape, just a roll of normal sticky tape. Take a bit off and angle it up like how you would angle winged liner. Just apply it like that. That'll give you that perfect cat eye every single time, and it's just fun because you can be messy and it'll still work out perfect. Then I'm going in with Makeup Geek Shadow in Frappe, and I am using that on a crease brush, and I'm putting this first directly into my crease. Once that is directly into my crease, I take whatever is left and I slowly build it up and blend it out. Make sure that every eyeshadow that you put on, that it's touching the edge of that sticky tape, because you don't want any blank lines in that. Then I'm using Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Cocoa Bear. Exact same way that we applied the Frappe shade, you want to do the same. Instead of going in straight with Cocoa Bear, it's better if you do lighter shades and transition them into darker shades, because that will just help the blending process make it so much easier, especially for beginners. Then going back in with that big fluffy brush with no additional product, just blending it out so there's no harsh lines and it's all blended out to perfection. Then I'm using the Corrupt eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. I do not need to say anything more about this. I'm going back in with that flat shader brush and I'm patting this all over my lid, starting exactly on the lash line where we applied the pencil liner, and then building my way up and making sure that I get this into the crevice of my crease. So wherever you dip the brush, where it takes that dip, make sure that you get it in there nice and good. You can see that this is definitely as pigmented as I was talking about. Then going back in with the crease brush, no additional product, just blending it out. Just put it right in the crease, go back and forth, and then round circular motions. It'll blend on its own. Then another Makeup Geek eyeshadow. I told you if I was using all Makeup Geek stuff. This is this eyeshadow in Shimmer Shimmer. I'm taking that on a small little flat shaded brush and putting this on my brow bone as highlighting for underneath the brows. If you blend this enough into the transition shade, that'll look even prettier. Then I'm going to peel off the sticky tape and let's watch the magic happen. Voila! There it is. That gives you the perfect cat eye every single time. Then I'm using L'Oreal True Match Foundation. The shade is W4. I'm taking that on a Makeup Geek foundation stippling brush. I have sped this up because this is probably what takes me the longest amount of time. And normally when people think about night out or clubbing makeup, they feel like it's all about the eyes and dark eyes, but that's actually not true. You want to kind of match up with your face makeup as well. With the whole full face, flawless, porcelain skin, as much as, you know, my skin is sucking right now. I'm trying to make up for it with using a nice foundation. So, just applying a light layer of this all over the face, blending it on the ears and the jawline underneath the neck, and then taking a little bit more just as kind of doubling up for concealer on my most problematic areas. Now I am using the e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer and Highlighter Duo in Fair/Glow. I'm taking the concealer first and putting just a couple of strokes underneath each eye. Then I'm going to take the highlighter side and I'm going to put a little bit on my chin and then right in between my eyebrows and above my eyebrows. And then I'm also going to put it right where my jawline ends, because that'll just help when you're going to contour to make it much easier. Then I'm going to blend this all out. Oh, I'm also going to put some underneath my eyes, getting ahead of myself here. And then you can use a brush, but I just prefer to use my finger. I feel like it looks more natural and it is quicker for me. So I'm just going to blend this all out. And this is kind of like that Kim Kardashian contour. I love it. When I go out, I like to go all out and do everything. I would not wear this. Oh, I'm fixing lights. Whoops. I would not wear this on a day-to-day basis. This is a bit much for me, but when you're going out clubbing and you're having like lights and everything like that, or just a night out, it definitely adds to that more glamorous makeup look, which is kind of what we're going for in this tutorial. So this is definitely not an everyday makeup tutorial, but for special occasions, go for it. Then I'm using the Face of Australia Loose Translucent Powder, and I'm taking that again on the Makeup Geek Foundation stippling brush and just pressing this into my skin. It's better if you press it, because then it'll really just sit on your skin, whereas if you're going to rub it on, it's just going to slide off and drag your foundation around, which is a hot mess. So, ooh, I've turned into Jaclyn Hill, hot mess, watching too much of her tutorials. Then I'm going to go in with the Palladia Brow Pencil in the shade Brown. And I'm going to brush out my brows first because I may have some powder or foundation in them. And then I'll go ahead, fill them in, and then I'll go ahead and brush them out again. I have done a complete Brow 101 video on my channel. So if you want to know exactly how I groom them, how I what I do to get the shape and everything, how I fill them in, then please check out that video on my channel. It just pretty much will tell you everything A to Z about my brows. Then to set them in place, I'm using the Australis Brow Gel in clear, obviously. It's not clear at the moment because I keep putting like all my brown stuff on it. But this is really, really amazing. And then I'm going to throw on a pair of false lashes. These are Red Cherry Lashes, number 43. I have definitely overused these lashes. They still look pretty and everything, but they're not as pretty as when I first got them, so I definitely need to repurchase them. They are the most amazing pair. They just make your eyes, they shape them, they give them that perfect amount of like dramatic dramatification. I don't know if that's a word. Then I'm going to put Creme Brulee eyeshadow on a pencil brush just underneath my eyes. You pretty much want to mimic what you've done to the top. You want to do the same thing to the bottom. And then I'm going to take Cocoa Bear eyeshadow on a angled brush, and I'm more tight lining with this. So I'm pressing it really into my lower lash line instead of bringing it down any further like we did with Creme Brulee. And this is just once again going to help that transition from light to dark. Like I said, same with the top, do it to the bottom. Then I'm going to take that Rimmel Scandaleyes Eye Kohl, the same one that we used to line our top lash line in the beginning. I'm using this to line my waterline. This is just going to help with that darker look, and also whatever falls on your lower lash line naturally, leave it, because this next step will help with that. And that is taking that the angled brush with no additional product and smudging it out, because that once again will do exactly what we did to the top. It'll help with the bottom because it'll help that, black and then into brown and then to that darker red again. Then I'm using Shimmer Shimmer again on the pencil brush and putting this just in the inner corners just to open up the eyes a little bit, because they can tend to look a little bit close together. Then I'm using Benefit They're Real Mascara. This is the black one, obviously. I'm going to use this to tie in my natural lashes in with my fake ones, and I am also going to apply this on my lower lashes as well. This mascara I actually got in the markets for $10, so I'm not exactly sure if it's real or fake, but nonetheless, it works perfectly. Then I'm using the W7 The Bronzer, and I'm taking that on a small little contouring brush, and I definitely suggest that you contour more than you bronze for clubbing or night out, because it's just that much more dramatic. This is the only time you can go overboard with your makeup, and it's not technically overboard because everyone does their makeup like this when they go out clubbing or for a special occasion. So I'm just putting this on the hollows of my cheekbones, my temples, and the outer parts of my forehead as well. Then I'm going in with the Smooch blush in Cookie Crumble. This is such a beautiful, oh my god, it's just a perfect neutral with a bit of shimmer in it. I'm taking that on an angled blush brush and applying this on the uppers of my cheeks, feathering it back into my temples. Then I'm going in with another Smooch blush, which is in Peaches, and this I'm just going to put on the apples of my cheeks only for an extra flush. This is something that, if you're going to take pictures, you don't want to look washed out, which Cookie Crumble can make you look a little bit washed out, so this Peaches will just amp it up just a little bit more. Then I'm taking the Sugar Baby Graduated Bronzing Powder in Glamorase. I'm taking that on a big fan brush and highlighting the tops of my cheekbones and blending out the inner parts of my blush. And then I'm also going to put this on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and also up by my forehead, and blend it into that bronzer as well. Then I'm using the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in Complex. This is the perfect nude, so creamy, and it smells really minty, which I actually quite like. So I'm just going to put a coat of this on, and then I'm going to go over that with the NYX lip gloss in, it's the NYX Butter Gloss actually, in Creme Brulee, which this one and that Revlon is like two peas in a pod, the perfect nude combo there is. And once you put a coat of that on, you are all good to go. So this is what the end product looks like. I hope if you do this look when you're going out, please send me pictures of it, inbox it or something. I would love to see it. I hope you have a great week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.